welcome to the Webcast for Monday, November 3rd. I'm South Ops meteorologist Jonathan O'Brien. The marine layer has deepened a little further this morning as onshore flow starts to pick up, and we also have a good number of high clouds drifting through Southern California. High pressure is starting to loosen its grip on the region, but nonetheless it's going to be another dry and mild day, and we'll see those marine layer clouds steadily burn back through midday. Winds are still pretty light across the region this morning, with very few stations showing gusts above 15 miles per hour, but this is actually a little more than what we've seen in the very stagnant air mass of the past few days. Winds will still remain light overall today, but we're at least starting to pick up a steadier general wind flow out of the west. The slightly increased westerly flow and slightly weaker high pressure are helping to increase the marine influence and bring a little bit of cooling to the region today, though it's still going to be another mild day with highs in the mid-70s to low 80s in a lot of spots. Tuesday will see another couple degrees of cooling and some further deepening of the marine layer as the same trends from today continue into tomorrow. Minimum humidity will be mainly in the 15 to 30% range above and inland from the marine influence today and Tuesday, and again that marine layer will be a little deeper on Tuesday. By Wednesday, a Pacific trough will pass north of the region, which will temporarily signal the end of the high pressure's dominance, but that's a fast-moving system, and high pressure will build right back in behind it to end the week, and especially by this weekend. That trough is still on track to bring some precipitation to northernmost portions of our region, but it continues to appear like a very minor system overall. Areas of rain and high-elevation snow will overspread central California on Wednesday, mainly from a Monterey-Fresno County line northward. Periods of wet weather will continue over those areas through Wednesday night. Amounts over our region continued to look light overall, mainly a quarter inch or less. The Central Sierra region could see half an inch to an inch of rainfall, though some models continue to show lower amounts than what you see here for the River Forecast Center. And dry weather will continue across Southern California, though a much deeper marine layer may bring some patchy drizzle Wednesday or Thursday mornings. But as you can see from the rain amounts here, this is really more of a Northern California storm than a Southern California one. Probably the more notable impact than the rain will be the significant increase in westerly winds this system will bring. Winds will gradually increase through the day on Tuesday, and southwest to west winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour with gusts to 55 miles per hour will surface across the mountain ridges and desert passes by the time we get to Tuesday night through Thursday morning. Some stronger wind gusts as high as 65 to even 80 miles per hour may occur across the most wind-prone areas along and east of the Sierra Crest. This is noteworthy because across the far interior and especially east of the Sierra Crest, humidity values will remain fairly low for a long duration of time while these high winds occur. A period of elevated fire weather conditions is expected across southern Mono and Inyo counties from Tuesday night into Wednesday because of this combination of high winds and low RH. Rapid fire spread would be possible should an ignition occur in an area of dormant brush or a drier dead fuel bed. We will see a cool down for the midweek period, with temperatures falling near to a little below normal by Wednesday and Thursday. Here's a look at the forecast highs by Wednesday. Humidity will increase as well, at least away from the deserts. By late in the week, there is good confidence of a return to the prevailing pattern of high pressure that we've been in lately. We'll see a steady warming and drying trend from Friday through the weekend, especially over Southern California, with valley highs returning to the 70s and 80s. That will be accompanied by some breezy northerly flow as well, but the antecedent higher humidity along with the green up that we have should prevent any fire weather concerns during the late week period. And while it's still a good ways out there, we are getting some pretty strong signals now for a major pattern change by the time we get to about the middle of this month. Models are indicating a deep troughing pattern developing along and off the west coast, likely signaling a high probability for much cooler temperatures and widespread precipitation by the time we get to about mid to late next week. Dead fuel moistures will continue to drop today, then will start to increase midweek as that system moves through with rain chances and higher humidity. And again, the ongoing green up and increased live fuel moistures continues to greatly limit fire potential overall, though the extent of these effects will continue to vary by location, elevation, and aspect until additional widespread rains occur. Large fire potential will remain very low today with the lack of wind, and overall fire potential will remain low and in most cases will decrease further through midweek as additional cooling and moistening occurs. But again, while it's a pretty small area, the big exception where fire potential will increase is those areas east of the Sierra Crest in Mono and Inyo counties late Tuesday and Wednesday as that dry and windy period occurs. That's it for today's webcast. Thanks for joining us. The next one will be on Tuesday, November 4th.